Have you ever wondered what a moderately successful video pays us creators? Well, here I'm going to tell you. A couple of months ago, I released a video where I shared with you a story that a client never paid me for the work I did on a big table. Now, I made a video about that in hopes that that video would make enough money to mitigate the cost that he didn't pay. Is that the case? I'm going to show you those details in this video, plus a few other things happening around here. I will show you the details about the money very early on. I do not want anyone to go into the comments and go, hey, I just saved you 4 minutes of your life. Here are the numbers. So without further ado, here's what that video made me. All right, this video here released 63 days ago on December 28th of last year, 2024. It is now March 1st, 2025. That video has, well, let me tell you, has gotten 299,000 views. I've also accumulated about 19,000 hours of watch time, 2.6 thousand subscribers, 2,600 people have come to the channel because of that video, and the estimated dollar amount, here it is, $1,221. That's what that video has made me thus far. Now, definitely this video is at the end of its peak. It's not going to really necessarily make a whole bunch more after now. It has done its job around that 300,000 view mark. So did it quite get to the 1,500 that I asked originally for that table? Not quite, but you know what? It's pretty amazing that you could be on this platform and views turn into currency. I know it's crazy, and I need to do more videos on this platform for sure, because you know what? It's like every time you hit publish, you have the chance to basically hit the lottery. You never know what's going to take off. So those are the numbers for the video. And I've got some more details to share with you, a bit of a personal note. You can tune away now if you want, but I've got some interesting stuff here I want to share with you as well. A little bit of a shop update, and let's get going. Okay, with the financials out of the way, I'm going to answer some questions, some popular questions in the comment section about this table. The first one being, why didn't I just keep the table? Well, because the table was so massive, I worked on it in-house, in his house, right? That was why. I could not take it away. It was too big. There was no way I could get it back to my facility to do it. I just didn't have the room, so I did it on site. There's why. One more question that I get asked quite a bit is, why not just take him to small claims court? Well, the reason is that I don't really want to deal with him anymore. I don't really want to have to, anything else tied to this guy that already has to be. You know, he's spoken volumes that he wouldn't come back and at least honor the original agreement to the table. And so, whatever, that's why. I mean, I know I might have a leg to stand on because of the video proof of me doing the work, but there was no contract, so I'm not even going to bother. Another issue or thing that I never said in the video because I didn't think it was relevant, but I'll tell you here. And I'll let you be the judge. If this was a reason that he didn't eventually want anything to do with this table after a while, is that his new love interest, he told me that she hated it. Absolutely hated it. Thought the color of the table versus also with the color of the floor was just too much of the same color. And I wonder if that had anything to do with, well, if she doesn't like it, I'm getting rid of it and I'm not going to spend any more money on it than I already have. I don't know if that's the case. I just know that that was something that he was dealing with her not liking it. And yeah, anyway, you be the judge. Okay, moving from the table, I got a bit of a personal experience I want to share with you. Here goes. Okay, so there is another experience I want to share with you that recently happened. I sent out an email to all my subscribers on our website about a story, about something my wife and I got to do for the past couple of 3 days, and it was the first time we had done so in 10 years. I'll paraphrase it here, but basically, we got to whisk away down to Universal Orlando Resort, right, where you leave the car in the parking lot, you stay at a hotel that has a water taxi to bring you into the park. So basically, you're just kind of completely cocooned in this kind of cool resort experience. And we're coaster junkies, and that adrenaline rush not just is an amazing feeling, but it's almost a lifeline for what my wife is dealing with in terms of her autoimmune issues. We're still in the thick of it trying to figure it all out, man. Whether it's lupus, MS, you name it, it's something that is really wreaking havoc on our system. But when those adrenaline glands start pumping, it really does help her out. And so for 2 days, we got to experience just the thrill of the coasters and just letting everything go and forgetting the world, which we haven't done in about a decade. Luckily enough, over the past few years, we've been able to meet some people, especially the person who was able to watch our children. She works at a special needs camp, and so she really understands what it entails to watch the children on the spectrum that we have. So we tried a few date nights and this, that, and the other. Really just got to be a lot of trust with her, and so because of her, thank you so much. I'll leave her nameless, of course, but because of her being able to be here and staying with the kids 24/7, it was possible. So that was amazing. And if you guys, I'm telling you, man, if you have anything in your life where you feel like I got to get away, you do. You do. It had been 10 years since we had taken any type of trip to do anything for ourselves. And it's too long. It's too long. You really got to be the squeaky wheel for your own best self-care advocate, right? And do things like that for yourself if you can. But it was quite amazing. And I want to share that experience with you. And I hope if you're able to do it for yourself and you know you need to, find that time, because it's definitely worth it. You know, as for the future of what this channel holds and what this business entails, it's, I don't know. You know, I find myself really wanting to make projects, this, that, and the other, and I just don't necessarily have the time. You know, what YouTube has done for us has been amazing. Now, we don't make an absolute killer living on YouTube anymore. At one point, the channel was doing 6 figures. About the time when, you know, as I had to go full time. Since then, it's been about an 80% drop off in views. Now that's a lot of views to lose, but the contributing factors are probably because I turned the channel into a business. A lot of times when you turn a channel into a business, your viewership drops off, and then the core group stays there. However, there is this whole thing on social media now where you're seeing that subscribers might be dead. Right? You've heard this theory that basically because of For You pages and because of curated lists that people view because of what algorithmically the platform thinks they want to watch, they're not seeing their subscribers. They're seeing 1 to 5% of what their subscribers are doing unless they intentionally go to their pages. So we've all had to adapt to this, of course. And I will say that it's been a pretty eye-opening experience when a video does well versus when a video doesn't. Because sometimes the content in each one feels like it should be the opposite, right? So we're going to keep producing content here for you guys. We're going to keep doing products as well, because that's been the lifeblood of this business. And speaking of that, you know, you guys are here at the end of the video. You're the ones that actually care. So I'm going to share with you something we're doing. Never been done before. Watch. So one of the more exciting products that we've ever come out with, I know I say exciting, but these brackets here have proven that they are a #1 seller for a reason. They go up on a French cleat wall. You can mount an entire infrastructure with these things. Let me show you what I've done in the shed here. I'll give you a whip round coverage of it. But however, right now, as you're seeing this on the site, these things are buy one, get one free. Not buy one, get one half off, buy one, get one free. You can also, there's a kid. You can also mix and match. These decorative ones add a little bit more of a, you know, Jenna says what to whatever you're doing. But they are completely, truly a buy one, get one free. So take advantage. AGLIMPSEINSIDE.org. All the information is going to be down below. And let's get back to it. Okay, and one more thing. You know, the last couple of weeks since we've been back from our trip, unfortunately, man, we got the bug somewhere. You know, we were running fevers. I was actually being treated for pneumonia. I had some fluid in my lung. But we're on the mend now, and finally I'm through all the antibiotics and steroid treatments and all that good stuff. But you know, one of those things, when I was working at corporate America, if I was going to be down for a week or two, I would feel like it was the end of the world. I'd feel like there was a team of people that were just depending on me, and I couldn't be there for them. And then, you know how that goes. I mean, oh, really? You're sick? I mean, I don't know. The culture of corporate America used to be, back when I was in there, was like if you didn't feel well, you were kind of shunned for it, which is completely wrong. But because I'm doing this thing on my own, I was able to take the time and the necessary doctor's visits to become better. And so if I've been out of pocket, which you may have seen, there's a disconnect here the last month or so. That's been why. Things have been a little bit, you know, a little under the weather. And before our trip, we actually sent our oldest off to boot camp, getting him ready to go to serve in the United States Army to learn how to be a combat medic. So definitely want to thank him for his initiative to do that. And to let you guys know that it's going well. He's been there for a couple weeks. He's bald as can be, but he's liking it so far. and I'll keep you guys updated on that too. Guys, thank you so much for listening. This is one of those update videos, yes, and I got some things coming, so check us out when you get a moment. And I appreciate the viewership, guys. It really does, meaning so much to me. You guys tune in. If you're hearing this, thank you immensely. Check the website down below as well. We got our biggest BOGO ever on a very popular product, and I will see you guys on that next one. See ya. Bye.